this morning we'll start in a nice comfortable seated position. Cross our legs, sit up nice and tall. Put your hands on top of your knees, have your palms facing up. And close your eyes and start to focus on your breath. Nice deep inhales through your nose, over the back of your throat, and all the way down to your abdomen. And nice matching exhales, all through your nose. So slow, deep breathing. Try to focus on the sound of your breath, and only that sound. See if you can follow this breath throughout your practice today. Be your guide or your pace. Try not to get out of breath, ahead of yourself. Try to rush into a pose. If you feel like you're getting out of sorts, just reconnect back to your breath. Pull you back into your flow, I guess. And after your next exhale, go ahead and inhale your hands up and overhead. And then exhale your right hand down to your right side, mat. And slowly start to walk the fingertips further out to the right side, extending your left arm up and over your head, reaching through the left side body. Keep the left shoulder pulled back, the left hip and knee are pulled down to the mat. And exhale, back up to center, reaching both hands up and overhead. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop the left hand down to the mat. Slowly walk it out, extending the right arm up and overhead. One more deep inhale, reaching through the right fingertips. And exhale, come back up to center, reaching. And exhale, go ahead and release the right hand to the tailbone, or the bottom of your spine, twisting over to the right side. So we inhale, we sit up a little bit taller, lengthening through the spine, and exhale, deepening the twist. With your next inhale, release, bring both hands overhead. And exhale, twisting over to your left side. Left hand at your tailbone, right hand is on your left knee. After your next inhale, come back to center, hands up and overhead, and release down into your tabletop. So our knees are directly below our hips, hands are under our shoulders. With our inhale, we're going to tuck the toes, drop the belly, lift the head to the ceiling. Exhale, flatten the feet, round and curl the spine, pushing through the hands. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, tuck the toes, drop the abdomen, gaze up. And exhale, flatten the feet, pushing through the hands, round and curl the spine. So go through a few of these at your own pace, say about 3 or 4. We'll meet back in a neutral tabletop. Now go ahead and walk your hands forward about 6 inches or so. And slowly start to bring the hips forward. Into the forearms. And slowly rotate clockwise. Bring your hips back towards your heels. Rotate to the left side. Just creating movement in your wrists, in your hips, knees, starting to wake everything up. And now reverse rotation. And now knee in the center. Go ahead and step your feet back into a plank pose, plank position. And slowly lower all the way down, keeping your elbows nice and tight. All the way to your stomach, releasing your feet. From here, we're going to push up slightly for a cobra. So arms are still bent, gaze is up, chest is up. Deep inhale and exhale, push back over your knees into your child's pose. You're seeking your hips toward your heels. Your knees are wide towards the outsides of the mat. Hands are reaching out. And slowly drop your forehead to the mat. And after your next exhale, come back up into a plank. Again, slowly lower all the way down, keeping your elbows in nice and tight. Releasing the feet. This time push up a little higher, maybe straightening the arms. Gaze up. And then push back into your down dog. Your hips are up nice and high. Pushing through the fingertips, not through your, keep the pressure out of your wrist. And slowly bend and straighten one leg at a time. Stretching out the calves, the ankles. Now see if you can come up high on your toes. And slowly lower both heels down towards the mat. And down to your next exhale, lift to the top of the mat, and walk your feet all the way up between your hands, keeping your feet about 2 fist widths apart, about hip width. Allow yourself to hang heavy here. Crown of your head is falling, hanging towards the ground. And take hold of opposite elbows. And gently rock side to side. Now shake your head no. And then shake your head yes. Now release the elbows. And slowly come up to standing. Bring the head up last. And inhale, hands up and overhead. And release to your chest and then down by your side. So let's go ahead and inhale, hands up and overhead. Exhale, folding forward with a nice flat back. Bringing your hands to your mat if you can, in line with your toes. Inhale, come up, lengthening through the spine. And exhale, we bend our knees, plant our palms, step back into a plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale into your cobra or your up dog. And exhale, move your feet into your down dog. Even though down dog is a restful pose, try to keep it active. So we're constantly trying to get our heels down towards the mat, pushing them back, pushing through our fingertips, externally rotating our shoulders. And before your next inhale, lift to the top of the mat, step or walk forward, come up halfway and lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up to standing, hands overhead. And release down to your chest and to your side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and go through your flow. Maybe this time you hover, keeping your quads and knees off the ground and toes tucked. And then push up into your upward dog. And back into down dog. After your next exhale, lift to the top of the mat. Step or walk all the way forward, coming up halfway and lengthening. Exhale for fold. And inhale, come all the way up to standing. Hands overhead, hips pushing forward. And release your chest and down by your side. Go through one more. Salutation A. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look out halfway, lengthen. And your knees, plant your palms, go through the flow. Bottom of your next exhale, up to the top of the mat. Step, walk, or jump forward. Coming up halfway, lengthening. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up to standing. Hands overhead. Exhale, release down to your chest and by your side. So go ahead and bring your feet, if you can bring your feet all the way together, your toes are together, your knees are together, and it's comfortable, do that. Otherwise, keep your feet about hip width apart. So from here, we're going to bend the knees slightly, tuck the tailbone, sweep the hands up and overhead. For our chair pose, our gaze is up, shoulders are down and back, chest is open. Deep inhale. We exhale, we fold the hips forward, bring our hands down towards the mat, then straighten our legs. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back and lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. In that same exhalation, bring your right foot forward, drop your left foot at 45. Inhale up into warrior one. Exhale, release. Step back into plank and lower down. Inhale for up. Exhale into down. Stepping the left foot forward, dropping the right heel at a 45. Inhale for warrior one. Seeking the hips. Exhale, release, hands down. Step back for plank and lower all the way down. Inhale for up. And exhale for down dog. For about 3 to 5 breaths. Bottom of your exhale, look to the top of the mat, step, walk, or jump forward. Coming up halfway, lengthening. Exhale, fold. So inhale, bend your knees, dropping your tailbone, swing the hand all the way up for chair. Inhale, and come all the way up to standing, and release the hands down your side. So we'll do that one more time. So inhale, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, go through your flow. And step the right foot forward, dropping the left heel. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, release. Step back into plank, lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down. Step the left foot forward, drop the right heel. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, release, down. Step back, lower down. Inhale for up. And exhale to the down dog for 3 to 5 breaths. And after your next exhale, look to the top of the mat. Step, walk, or jump forward. Coming up halfway, lengthening. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, swing your hands, tuck the tailbone all the way up for our chair. And come up to standing, hands overhead. and release down to your chest and by your side. So inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, go through your flow. Go ahead and sweep the right foot towards the sky. So stack the hips, bringing the right knee over top. Bend and straighten the leg. And now square the hips to the mat. So we're in a three-legged dog. Pushing the right foot back behind you. And release down back to the mat for your down dog. And slowly release both knees down for your tabletop. So from here, we're going to pivot our right foot off to the right side of the mat, coming over onto our right hand for a modified side plank. Extending the left foot to the back of the mat. Left hand goes to the ceiling, sky. And now let's inhale, we come up. We're modified warrior two. Arms are extended. Shoulders are pulling back towards each other. Gaze is over your right fingertips. Inhale, drop the left hand to the back of the left thigh. Right arm extends to the ceiling. One more inhale, reaching through the right fingertips. Exhale, release all the way back down to our side plank. So left arm's extended towards the ceiling. Now go ahead and reach it over your right or over your head. So left biceps over left ear, reaching forward. And inhale, reach to the fingertips. Exhale, bring your left knee up to meet your left elbow. Inhale, reach out, keeping the left foot over the ground. Crunch. More. Extend. See if you can lift that left foot a little bit higher. And exhale, release down to the mat. Coming back over into our tabletop. So from here, we're going to step back into our plank position. Slowly lower down, going through our flow. Inhale for up. Exhale for down. Again, right foot sweeps the sky. And I'll bring it all the way to the top of the mat. You can drop your left knee down if you need to, modify. Or if you're feeling strong, challenge yourself today. Keep that left knee extended off the mat. Plant your left hand on the inside of the right foot. And inhale, right arm towards the ceiling. Pulling the right shoulder back and open. Keep the right knee hugged in close to your left shoulder, falling out to the side. Inhale, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, release down to the mat. And we're going to slowly come all the way up, standing. Palms together at the center of your chest. Hips are squared. And slowly twist over to your right side. And drop the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Right elbow is pointing towards the ceiling. Right shoulder is pulling back. Make sure you keep that space between your chest and your thigh. You don't want to collapse over. You're trying to push yourself away. One more inhale, twisting a little bit deeper. And exhale, release both hands down to the mat, framing your foot. And you're going to slowly step the left foot forward just a bit. Walk your right hand out in front of your right foot about 6 to 8 inches. And we're going to slowly bring the left foot off the mat, opening the hip. And much like a bow and arrow, like you're pulling a string back, you're going to send your left hand past your chest, all the way towards the ceiling. If you have a block, you can use that to support yourself. All right. Left foot is suspended about hip height. Left hand is extended towards the ceiling, chest is open. One more deep inhale, reaching towards the ceiling. And exhale, release your hand. Release the left foot down. Inhale, come up halfway and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and go through your flow. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. And at the bottom of your exhale, I'm going to sweep the left foot towards the sky. Go ahead and stack the hips. You're pulling the left knee back and open. Bend and straighten the knee. And come back down to your 3-legged dog. Hips are squared. Left foot's pushing towards the wall behind you. And release back down to the mat. And slowly drop down into your tabletop. Now we're going to pivot the left foot off the left side of the mat. Extend the right foot to the bottom of the mat while sending the right hand towards the ceiling. The chest is open, fingertips are straight, extended towards the ceiling. And with your next inhale, let's come all the way up, modified warrior 2. Shoulders are pulling down and back towards each other, gaze is over the left fingertips. And inhale, bringing the left hand overhead, dropping the right hand to the back of the thigh. Left shoulder is pulling over to the left side so you're not curved over. Nice and open. One more deep inhale, reaching through the left fingertips. And exhale, release. Bringing the left hand back down to the mat, right hand towards the ceiling. And now extend the right arm overhead. So right bicep is over the ear. A straight line from your foot all the way through your right fingertips. So let's reach to the fingertips. And now bring your knee and elbow to meet. Extend out. Knee to elbow. Extend. One more time. Knee up to meet your elbow. And this time when you extend, see if you can lift that right foot a little higher. Reaching and release. Coming back down to the mat. Stepping back into your plank. And go through your flow. again, left foot sweeps the sky. And then to the top of the mat and bring it all the way to the top, outside of your foot, or your hand, excuse me. And again, you need to drop the right knee. That's perfectly fine. Otherwise, keep it extended. Hips are squared. Right hand is just on the inside of the left foot. Go ahead and inhale. Bringing your left fingertips towards the ceiling. Left shoulder is pulling back and open. Left knee is pulling in towards your right shoulder. Deep inhale, opening up the chest. And exhale, release. Both hands down to frame the foot. Now we're going to come all the way up to standing. Palms are together. And slowly twist over to your left side. And drop the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Extending the left elbow towards the ceiling. We're just slowly twisting to the left, pulling your left shoulder back, keeping that space between your chest and your thigh. Inhale, see if we can twist a little deeper. And exhale, release. Both hands down to the mat. Again, if you use the block on the other side, and back over. Slowly walk your left hand out in front of your left foot, about 6 to 8 inches. And we're going to push up, bring our right foot off the ground. Again, bring our right hand all the way from the mat, past your shoulder or past your chest, extending towards the ceiling. Walking into the closet. The right foot's about hip level, chest is open. One more inhale, reaching up, and exhale, release. Both hands down to the mat and both feet. Inhale, come up halfway and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, clench your palms, go through your flow. At the bottom of your next exhale, we're going to look up towards our hands. The hands should be about hip width apart. Slowly bend the knees and push them back for your turbo dog. And then we're going to hop all the way to the front and bring our feet to the outside of your hands. So back, hop forward. So your feet are on the outside of the mat, outside edges. Slowly start to sit back for your yogi squat. Sit up, bring your chest up. You bring your hands center your chest, your elbows are pushing your knees away. You can bring your knees down to the mat. That's great. Otherwise, you can sit up on your toes if you need. So sit up nice and tall, chest is up, gaze is up. From here, we're going to go into our crow pose. If you're new to crow, you can gently start to just lean into it by bringing your hands down, hip width apart in front of you, and with your knees on the back side of your arms, just above your elbows, your triceps. You just slowly start to lean forward. Bring one foot off the mat at a time. Just getting a sense of balance, seeing how you feel. Maybe that's enough. Just want to play with that. And lifting 1 foot at a time just to feel the difference. And both feet, engaging the balance, forward motion. If you feel good with that, you want to advance a little bit more. Keep your arms straight. Bring your knees just above your elbows. So from here, you come in and bring your both feet up. If you can bring your feet together, that's even better. So you bring your big toes together as you're balancing. So we'll just play with the different motions for a moment. When you feel comfortable with both feet off the ground, whichever pose, see if you can take about 3 to 5 breaths, just focusing on the balance. If you're able to get up nice and high, additionally, from there, you kick back and down, and then come up for your flow. And we'll all meet in down dog, however we get there. So it's our last and final down dog for the class. See if we can get our heels as close to the mat as possible if they're not already touching. Hips are pushing up nice and high. Pressure's in the fingertips. Shoulders are externally rotating. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release down to your knees. So from here, we're sitting on our feet. Then we're actually going to come up. So we're essentially standing on our knees. Tuck your toes. And we're going to go into our camel pose. Inhale, both hands up overhead. And we'll start with our right side. Just rotate your hand down, taking hold of your right heel. Left arm is extended toward the ceiling, hips are squared, pushing forward. You can drop your head back, gaze up towards the ceiling. And release, come back up to standing, bring the right hand up. And release the left hand down behind you, taking hold of the left heel. And hips are squared, pushing forward, gaze is up. If your neck allows. If not, you can bring your head up to normal position. And bringing the left hand back up overhead. Now let's see if we can drop both hands. We'll start with the right. Right hand down, back. And slowly release the left hand down behind you. The chest is open, our hips are pushing forward. And if it allows, drop your head back. Take one more deep breath. And come back up to standing. Slowly release your toes. Bring your knees together. And sit back on your heels. We're going to come forward, much like a closed leg child's pose. Arms are going to be extended behind us, reaching for our feet. This time, bring the crown of your head down to the mat.
And we're going to take hold of our heels again, slowly lift our hips up as we push forward for our rabbit pose. So not too much pressure in your crown. And release. Take a moment here, take a few breaths. Hands are extended behind you. Foreheads to the mat. Go ahead and inhale. Sit up. Out front of you. Bring your feet together. Hands are extended out. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands are down by your hips. Inhale. Bring both hands overhead. And exhale. Reach forward. Keep a nice flat back. You can take hold of your toes with peace finger grips. Maybe you're using a strap. Just gently pull the crown of your head toward your toes. So the next inhale, come up halfway, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Maybe you can pull up on the strap this time. Or if you have hold of your toes, bring your palms to the bottom of your feet. And release. Coming all the way up. And let's go ahead and pull our right foot all the way up. Inside of the thigh. Keep a good fist width between it though. You don't want it right up into your thigh. So again, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, both hands overhead. And slowly reach for your toe or your foot, your left foot. Right shoulder is pulling close. Right knee is pulling close to the right shoulder. And release. Seated. Take the right foot. Place it on the other side. The left knee. Inhale, both hands overhead. Exhale, twisting over to your right. Right hand's at the base of your spine. Left elbow can either wrap on the front side of your right knee or bring it on the inside, arm extended. And release. And all the way over to the left side. Plant both hands down for a slight bow, a little counter twist. And extend the right foot to the end of the mat. Bring your left foot up. Again, about a fist width between your knee and your foot. Knees nice and tall. Inhale, both arms overhead. And exhale, reaching for your right foot. Be sure to keep that left knee pulled in close to your shoulder. When we inhale as we lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hold a little deeper. And release. Coming back up to seated. Left foot on the outside of the right knee. Nice and tall. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Left hand at the base of the spine. And either wrapping the right elbow in front of the knee or bringing it on the inside. Release. Coming over to the right side, planting both hands down. Counterbell. And extend the leg. From here, we're going to bring both hands behind us, up 8 to 10 inches behind our hips, fingertips are facing forward, and slowly push the hips up. Or reverse blink. Again, if you can drop the head back comfortably, otherwise just keep it at a neutral position. Toes are coming down towards the mat, hips are pushing up nice and high. And release. Nice. And from here, we will slowly lower all the way back down. Bring head down to the mat. Then inhale, both knees up to your chest. Put them in nice and tight. Gently rock side to side. And just allow both knees to fall over to the right side, stacked on top of each other. Both arms are extended. Then you can pull your left shoulder down towards the mat. Gaze out over your left fingertips. And come back up to center. Have both knees in, and tight. Again, rock from side to side. And rock all the way over, dropping the knees down to the left side. Stacked on top of each other, arms are extended. Right shoulder pulls down towards the mat. And we gaze out over our right fingertips. And release. Coming back up to center. Let's go ahead and bring both knees down towards our armpits, bottoms of our feet facing the ceiling as we take hold of the outside edges of our feet. And gently rock from side to side, pulling your knees down towards the mat. And now release your hands, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Gently drop towards the mat, knees are open inside, just dropping to the floor, gravity. Hands are out by your side, palms facing up. And you can go ahead and release your your hands overhead. As we inhale for one more full body stretch from fingertips to toes. You can bring your feet, your head, and your arms off the mat. And release everything down to the mat. Bring your hands down by your hips, palms facing up. Feet are hanging or dropping side to side. And just slowly start to relax. Scanning your body as we settle into our final relaxation pose. Just slowly start from your toes, your feet. Scan how everything's feeling, making sure there's no tension. Working your way up your legs, your hips, and your torso. Your hands are just relaxed into the mat. Your arms, your elbows, and biceps, there's no tension or tautness. Everything's just sinking into the mat. You work your way all the way up to your head. Eyes are closed. Focusing on your breathing. Just following the breath. Goes through your nose, the back of your throat.
Let's slowly start to bring our attention back to our body, creating some movement, starting in our toes, our feet, through your legs, fingertips, hands, arms. And when you're ready, bring your knees up to your chest. Roll over onto your right side. And finally come up to seated. Sit up nice and tall. And one last time, let's inhale. Bring both hands overhead. Palms together if you can. And release to your chest. Thank you so much for joining today. You have a great day, wonderful weekend.